everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania here in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. We're here to check out the model railroading days. It's over the next couple of weeks. Today I'm going to hang out with the DC area independent high railers, so let's check them out. But before we do, we'll walk around a little bit. So here we have the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. Okay, their yard is over that way. Inside there's a whole bunch of trains you guys can see, and there's one specific locomotive that I wanted to visit today. Alright, so in front of us we have a GG1. This is Conrail number 4800. And I'm laughing because I know I just made the Pennsylvania people upset, the Pennsylvania Railroad people, because actually it was originally a Pennsylvania Railroad locomotive, but the last colors of number 4800 was indeed Conrail. This is the only GG1 that was ever riveted together. The other ones were smooth side. Lionel did properly capture prototypically the rivets of this particular locomotive. It wore blue paint. It was in a bicentennial scheme for maybe about a year tops. It wore a bicentennial scheme, paint scheme, which was a really cool scheme. Now Lionel is making this locomotive an O gauge. Conrail number 4800 will be all blue. Mr. Muffins is also doing a custom run of the Conrail bicentennial version as well. So there you go. And to prove to you guys that it is indeed number 4800, well, the rivet should say the whole entire thing, because 4800 was the only one riveted. But at any rate, there you go, number 4800. Now at the museum you do have a huge outdoor train yard. It's not open all the time, so if you really want to visit out here in the yard, make sure you check their schedule, because sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not. And we have a switcher. That's cool. Alright, for those who didn't see the announcement or may not know, the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania finally broke ground after 10 or 15 years of announcing this project of building this roundhouse. So I'm hopeful to see it built before I pass away, because I didn't think this was ever going to happen. But here you can see they actually broke ground for the roundhouse. So just happy to see some kind of progress going on now. See how that looks. Over here, I have pictures before they repainted it, but that's an original Conrail brown hoist crane. I had pictures before they repainted it. I've been waiting for them to put the name on it, back on there again, Conrail, but I don't know if they will or not. Who knows? But I'll throw up a picture of when it was Conrail when it first arrived here. Now I had that in MTH. MTH did make a black version and a blue version, which Conrail really did have both colors of brown hoist cranes. Okay, across the street from the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, you have Strasburg Railroad that you can visit. Okay, you can take like a I don't know how many mile trip it is. It's a couple miles, 3 or 4 mile trip on the Strasburg Railroad. You can make a whole day out here at Strasburg, because you have the museum that you can visit across the street. You got the Strasburg Railroad here. Okay, down this way you have the choo-choo barn and the Strasburg Railroad shop. Alright, that you can visit as well. The choo-choo barn is an O gauge layout. I made videos of that. I have also done store tours at the Strasburg Railroad shop as well. Great shop. And going back this way, I can't forget my friends over at the TCA Toy Train Museum in Bronx, Pennsylvania, maybe not even a mile down the road that way. And if you're looking to stay somewhere, you got the Red Caboose Motel, where you actually get to stay in a real caboose. It's so cool. You can experience the whole train weekend out here in Strasburg. It's just such a great time. Here we have another view of the Strasburg Railroad. Over here you can see right across the street physically is the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania. But anyway, I actually have the Strasburg Tower and O-Gauge. It was made by MTH. So we're over here on the Strasburg Railroad side, and currently looks like they were loading up number 89 for today with coal, and looking good, getting ready for today. There you can see the Strasburg switcher number 8618. Lionel made that in O-Gauge. Lancaster, Oxford, and Southern. That's available in O-Gauge at the TCA Toy Train Collectors Museum. You can check them out when they come to the shows at the York Train Show. They'll be there. They're also there in Allentown as well. It's been a while since I visited the Strasburg Railroad myself, but this is something new that I haven't seen here before. The Pacific Spirit passenger car. Really cool. Alright, check out this steam locomotive. We have a 484, the Greenbrier Presidential Express. I seen this on the way in. I said, I gotta get this on video. And again, we're still here across the street as just visiting the Strasburg Railroad briefly. Pretty cool. There we go. Back it up some more. There we are. Let's see what these little letters say. J3A. Alright, so I had to look it up because I don't know anything about steam locomotives. I'm not going to lie. So here we have a locomotive that was built by Lima in 1948 for the Chesapeake in Ohio. It was built as a 484 Northern. It was the last commercially built steam locomotive. So, yeah, I cheated and got all that information offline. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's here in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. So I'm inside in front of the DC Independent High Railers, the DC Area Independent High Railers layout. And guess what's behind me? Oh yeah, let's check that out. Got a GP30 in the background. My favorite locomotive here. And here we are. EMD GP30, Conrail number 2233. People often, I see comments, people often complain about the font on it. I'm just happy that a museum has preserved a locomotive and the Conrail road name. Originally a Pennsylvania locomotive, then became Penn Central, then Conrail. Conrail donated it because there was an issue with the reverse, the mechanism that makes it go in reverse. I have to look that up to see what that is, but it cannot go in a reverse right now. It needs to have that component replaced. It was very expensive, so they just said, hey, here you go. Here's a locomotive for your museum. So at any rate, it does run. From what I understood, it was dropped off as a running locomotive, so whether or not they'll ever make it so it'll move around, I don't know, but I'm just happy that there is a Conrail locomotive here. For those who may not know, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum was the first museum to restore a Conrail locomotive back to running condition. So over there they have a EMD SW7 number 8905. It is the world's only running Conrail locomotive at this point in time that I'm shooting this video. Here we have a Penn Central hopper. Lionel made this in O gauge as well. I had 3 of them. Pretty cool piece in the museum.
does look neat. That's amazing.
And I like that you can do one or the other.
One or the other. Or they're independent, but the cool thing is one of them locks up and it kind of messes with you. So the playability is still there because you forget which one it is. So you kind of have some fun. Like right now it's locked up. About 10 seconds. But yeah, just 2 servos underneath and yep, and the sounds are on. There they are. Little hydraulic sounds. Pretty neat.
That's really cool, dude.
So I was gonna put a horn in it, but the soundboard wouldn't fit.